this is literally everything you need to know about mass emailing inside of Monday.com. By the way, if you'd like us to help you set up Monday.com for your business, check out the link in the description below. Anyway, as you can see here, I'm inside of my example Monday.com system. Now, before I go into any further details about this, there is one thing you need to know. Mass email is only available in Monday.com Sales CRM professional version and above, to the best of my knowledge. That does change, might change, but you need at least the Monday.com Sales CRM. So once you have Monday.com Sales CRM, in order to mass email, all you need to do is select the people, the contacts, whoever that you would like to mass email. So you can see here that I've got myself, Nick Boardman, and I also have Tim Cook. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add Tim at crmcrew.com. I'm not actually going to send a mass email to Tim because that could land me in trouble, maybe. I don't know. But all you would need to do is select the records that you would like to send a mass email to, and then you will see this option down the bottom here. So it's just a mass email option. Pretty obvious. All you need to do is go ahead and select the mass email, and Monday.com will automatically have your 2 recipients from email column. So Monday.com works out that that is an email column, and then those are the people that are going to receive the mass email that you are going to send. Okay. Now, if you didn't already have your email account connected to Monday.com, you'll have a slightly different view. It will ask you to connect your email account. So either you need to connect your Gmail account or your Outlook account. Now, if you have neither of those, for example, you're using something like Zoho Mail, unfortunately, you cannot send mass emails from Monday.com. You cannot email, communicate in any way from Monday.com if you do not have Gmail or Outlook, which may be a bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. So that's the situation. So once you've logged in, and you'll have to go through the authentication process for either Google or Outlook, obviously dependent on 2-factor, 3-factor, 5-factor authentication, and then connect your account. You'll then be able to select the email address that you would like to send your mass email from. Okay, so you can see 2 recipients. Now, just a heads up, by the way, that you used to, or no, at this very present moment in time, the time at which I am recording this video, which is the 3rd of December 2025, you can select up to 500 records to mass email. However, in Monday.com's infinite wisdom, they have decided to reduce the maximum amount as of January the 1st, 2026 to just 20 records, because they want you to move over to Monday campaigns, which is like a MailChimp active campaign version. So just bear that in mind. At the moment, it's 500. It will be reduced down to 20 very soon. So if you have, I mean, it's crazy that they're doing this, but obviously if you have 500 records, at the moment you can mass select them all and send them the same email. However, now they bring it down to 20. That's 20 times 5 is 100. So that's 5 times 5. That's 5. Is that, am I doing this right? Yeah, 20. That you'd have to select 25 times for the mass email. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I've done the maths correctly. So then it's pretty simple thereafter. You can add a subject, add subject. Now, what is quite important to note with mass email, of course, is you have the add or auto-populate fields. So add subject, and then if you want to add a data point from the record into the email, but it's variant dependent on, obviously for Nick at crmcrew.com, the POC is going to be Nick Boardman. For Tim at Apple, the POC is going to be Tim Cook. So what you can do is auto-populate the field and select the name. You can see here we've got all of the different options, POC, email, company name. So in this instance, I'll just add item name, and then we can run through the body of the email. Again, I'm sure you're very familiar with writing email body. So email body example. And then in this instance, again, you can go ahead and add with the columns button just down here, the data points from the board onto the email, as you can see. So let's say we wanted to add the deal value. So that's going to be variable dependent on the email. So deal value is $500,900. And then for Tim, it's 300,000. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. As you can see here as well, recipients will get individual emails and won't see that it was sent to others. I mean, you would like to think so, but just as a heads up, and if you're worried about that, then you know, now you're aware. Okay. So then we can also use the AI assistant. So if you would like AI to help you write your emails, you are more than welcome to use that. You can also attach files. You can add a HTML segment in here as well if you wanted to. So you can see you can write the mass email in HTML as opposed to plain text. So if you want to mess around with that, you're more than welcome to. You've got bullet points that you can add to your email, text format, and then just give feedback. Now, one other nice thing about this is email tracking. So email tracking will allow you to track if someone's opened an email that you've sent and/or they have clicked a link within the email as well, I believe. So that's quite useful. It doesn't work all of the time. It's not 100% successful, or 100% of the time it isn't successful. But it is decent, so it's probably worth having turned on if you want to track to see how many times someone opens your email. Then you've got columns. So columns we've already been through, and then we have templates. Okay, so what we can do is we can create templates. So all you need to do is click in, and then you would save the draft that we've just created here as a new template. You can give it a name. So I'll call this example template, or example template number 2. Then with here, you can select who you would like to share this template with. So only you, meaning that only you within Monday.com has access to this template, or everyone within the Monday.com account will have access to this particular template, so everyone can use it. And then all you need to do is press save. Now you can then go ahead, you can edit the share function and the name of it if you wanted to, and then you can also update the template. So if I then make changes, so changes to template, and then all I would do is go to templates, and then I would press update, and now that template is saved with the updated information that I've provided. So then once you're happy, you can either just press send, or you can press a 3-dotted button. You can schedule the send for a later date, so if I want to schedule it at a later time. Or what you can do is you can send a test email. So you can send a test email to whichever email that you would like to send to, just to make sure that the formatting and everything else has worked as you were anticipating. And if it hasn't, you can obviously make changes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and press send. So now Tim at crmcrew.com and Nick at crmcrew.com have just been sent emails via the mass email tracking. So we can then head up to mass email tracking, top left hand corner here, and we'll be able to see the mass emails that we have sent out. So you can see here, we've done a couple example. This was, last year. And now you can see I've just done one now. So I can see the subject, I can see the status. So if it's scheduled, I can see the scheduled emails. I can see that it's this one's been sent. The recipients, I can see the delivery rate, the number of people that have opened it. So if I then go to my emails and I open it, let's pull up my phone here. Let's see if this works. Click in. Yeah, so I've got the email. I don't know if it will track or not. I know the mail app. I use Apple Mail. Oh no, there you go. So it's 50%. 50% delivered, because Tim at crmcrew.com didn't actually exist, in all fairness. But you can see that the 100% has been opened. There's no link to click, so there's nothing tracked. But that's great to know that the email tracking was working. And then that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is going to drop down from 500 to 20 mass emails at a time. And then you will have to start using Monday.com campaigns, which is entirely new. I don't think it's particularly good at this very moment in time, if I'm being totally transparent with you, but you are more than welcome to check that out. Anyway, this is mass email tracking inside of Monday.com. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If you would like us to help you set up Monday.com for your business, check out the link in the description below. We would love to help. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.